let's get on around here and see what we really got. I'm in Anheuser Busch. You know, this is the load I had yesterday, that garbage. We're trying to see what's really good with this. You know, I'm in no trucks in line. I don't got no beer, and I ain't trying to get none. I don't know if somebody told somebody something, but I ain't thinking about getting no motherfucking beer. Are you kidding me, Dick? Oh, shit, fellas. Watch yourself, boy. Watch yourself, Werner. The ugly ass trailer. You ain't pulling shit. You ain't pulling shit. To staging area. To D40 on his ass. D40. D40 had a drink on his ass and hit them up. Gas him. You'll ride, slide, glide. Take it to the other side when we ride. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, fellas, but I'm figuring like I'm gonna figure this out. They didn't tell you nothing. They sent me a map of the yard. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Sent me a map of the yard. And Budweiser big as hell. So you got to get in the right spot to get unloaded. Storeroom. Let's look at the map. Building 10, which turn this way. Okay, that's gonna take it to building 10. I know. Building 10, glass receiving, glass trailer, main loading dock, can receiving, glass receiving. Beers, glass receiving, north loading dock. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to be going. I don't got no glass. I got some plastic stuff. It don't say nothing. So how the hell am I supposed to know? It's just giving me, and where the hell? Okay, I went there. Okay, I come around here. There are no trail lots around. What in the hell is going on? I turn and come around all these roads and trails, so I go back behind the trailer, so I'll be over here. That's what it's telling me, like, man. I'm confused as hell, man. This map is just like not mapping. What the hell is going on with this? Lot E. I'm supposed to be going behind all these lots some type of way. What? I turned that way to go all the way around the lot. Okay, I think I go where Warner coming out of. Yeah, okay, there go the trucks over there. All right, cool. I'm like, I'm going behind them. This is Columbus, Ohio at the Anheuser Busch. Dang it. Can glass main loading dock. Let's go ahead and stop at railroad crossing. Trains coming in bringing us stuff. Okay, watch yourself. Tractor, come on. Ah! Try to act like she didn't want to get back going, man. A lot of train tracks. Well, I think this is the right position where we're supposed to be. I'm not guaranteed. Not gonna stop at that because we already here twisted around across the tracks right now. A safe location. Glass receiving, main dock, can receiving. I don't have none of that stuff. I got some plastic bullshit. So I'm like, live load staging area. Okay, this is not a live load. On the green light. And you're not supposed to talk to nobody here, Budweiser, which is crazy. On the green, return the scale for bills. No, this is not gonna work. I gotta go in the office because I got some plastic stuff. So therefore, with the plastic stuff, I'm supposed to go somewhere. I'm not getting live loaded. Where's this little office, man? Cause we gotta go in the little office or something. This is not gonna work. There's so many Werner trailers out here. I don't know. We gonna go. I'm gonna go up here. I'm pull behind these guys because I don't have a clue what's going on. I really wish somebody would come over to me because it is freezing outside. That's the first thing. It's damn it freezing out here. And you see, you know, who got it locked down at Budweiser. You see, look, Werner. Mega carrier locked that guy. You know, it's Budweiser. Not all Budweiser loads pay trash now. Not all of them pay trash. Some of them, I've had beer loads that actually pay good. I had some Coors Light. It paid me $3,000. It was going down to Mexico. I mean, going down Laredo. It paid $3,000. It paid pretty good. So not all those loads pay horrible. That's the thing. Some of them pay actually quite decent. You know, some of them pay quite decent. Now, to sum up in a nutshell, people always talk about, you know, they're talking about, is it better to lease or company or whatever? Let's put a quick pin in that. Okay? People say, oh, yeah, you need to buy a truck. Buy a truck. Buy a truck if you feel like investing in trucking. That's when you buy a truck. If you feel like investing and putting your eggs in the basket and investing in trucking, Go ahead, buy your cash truck. I wouldn't even say buy a cash truck. I'd say buy a new one. You know, so personally, because what people not talking about cash truck and cash truck, some of them get, what, 3, 4 miles to the gallon? 5? Maybe while you're getting newer trucks, 6, 7, 6.5, 7 point something. That's the difference, and that counts. Let's tell you get a fuel card. Okay. But I know 8 or 9 cash trucks that are sitting. I told you, I built a 770 credit score being a company driver, regardless of what anybody tell you. I built that being a company driver. PH, well, why you lease now, if you think that? I lease now because of the freedom. It's the freedom. Company driving, most places want me to work 30 days and have 3 days off. I'm not going to do that. It's just, that's not what I want to do. Work 30 days and have 3 days off, to me, is disrespectful to even ask me some silly shit like that. But they don't think it is, and they'll continue to ask. So that's why I lease. I lease, it's not about the money. Leasing is not about the money now. Most people that's leasing now is not because we're making more money. We're leasing because of the freedom. You can't take off as much as I can as a company driver, can you? I took off 3 months last year. Can you take 3 months off and still have your job? I'm just saying. That's why I lease, and the people I know who leasing, we leasing for the freedom. It's not that we care about leasing or nothing. Like, I don't care about the game. Like, the people talk, buy a truck when you feel like investing. I don't want to invest in this. I was talking to my man, his check $2,500 this week, and he bought a truck. My check $3,000. I don't buy no truck. I'd rather come and get fronted dope. That's my thing. Front me the truck, I make some money, I go. Sometimes I don't make as much. I'll take that. I ain't spent nothing. No loss. I ain't spent nothing, but a little bit of time, and I'm going to spend the time here anyway trying to get some bread. So I'm going to make the time work. So I'm going to get the money I need in the time allotted. So it works for me. But my thing is my free time. That's all that other shit y'all talking about, I don't care about that. What I care about is my ability to come and go as I please. My time is the most vital thing to me right now. So I come over here, use my time to get some money, and then that time I use to get money, it makes me be able to enjoy my time over there. It's really like I stay here for the freedom. That's it. My ability to do what I want to. A lot of people I've talked to, yeah, some of y'all make more money, and some of y'all make about the same amount of money. But one thing certain, two things for sure that I've seen that none of y'all have, and that's the freedom. Y'all talking about PH, you buy a truck, you'll have more freedom. That's just not true. That's not true. I talked to several guys who own trucks, because I would have went that route. And the reason why I didn't is because we had a buddy that was supposed to be going to DR with us. He was supposed to be going to DR with us. He had some stuff go down with his truck, and he had to drop $12,000. He had it to drop, yeah, cool. But as a business owner, because when you buy a truck, you're a business owner. Do you take a vacation and spend $4,000 or $5,000 when you just lost $12,000? No, you have to cancel that vacation and stay in work. And you see that canceled vacation? That's what I'm not into. A truck is an investment. We're watering it down like you just buy it and all the problems go away. That's not true. A truck is an investment. You have to be willing to put the work in for that investment. I'm not. I have no desire to put any money into trucking. $10,000, $15,000 buy a cash truck, I'd rather spend that working on some other things I got working on. I'm not interested in that. This game has not been for us. When we got into it, all the shit started changing. It's cool until we started doing it. So I just don't have time for that. You know, when you go to the shop with your truck as opposed to the big white company, whole different game. Scale house, you as opposed to the big white company, whole different game. I just don't have time for the headache. I was just riding white folk truck, cut me a little bread, and get out of here with less headache. It's the headaches for me. I don't have time for it. You buy a truck, that's headaches. It is. Get a little money, get out. Sometimes I'm on strike is good. Hey, my dispatcher wasn't here, my check was $400. You know, shit like that happens. You probably like, PH, it don't happen to me. Like, it don't matter what you have. If you got a truck, some weeks you ain't gonna make no money, something may break down. You don't make no money that week. That is going to happen. So anybody tell you it won't, they're lying. They're lying. I built a 770 credit score as a company driver. So don't tell me what being a company driver can't do. Company driver, one thing about that is consistency. At that time in my life, that's what I needed, consistent paper. I was trying to build myself up just getting out of the penitentiary. So that was conducive to what I had going on. So that company driver role, that worked like a motherfucker. It worked real good. And I worked it. See, it's all about how you work it. I worked it. 770 credit score as a company driver. Nothing else. No leasing, no buying, no none of that shit. No gas charge, no none of that shit. And if you think about it, let's go back to this right here. Even Chase and Andrew Jackson racked up his money as a company driver. And he would have never got no truck if it would have been sitting and staying solid in his ability to stack money as a company driver. So at the end of the day, no cash trucks, no damn lease trucks, none of that shit. Company driver, consistent money with no losses. Lease drivers can't say nothing, cash truck drivers can say consistent upswing with no losses, consistently in the green. Now, if you believe that you're going to buy a cash truck and you're going to go out here and you're going to be fine, first of all, what they didn't tell you is you're going to need $10,000 or $15,000 to buy your cash truck. Yeah, and after you buy it, you probably got to drop 15 or 20 in it. They ain't going to tell you that. They'll tell you part of the story and fluff it and make it sound good. But then they'll keep it all the way solid. But hey, to each his own. Like I said, I built a 770 credit score as a company driver. And Chasing Andrew Jackson would have never got out the truck if he wouldn't have stacked that money. That money he was able to stack as a company driver. All that other stuff just make folk feel good, think they got something. I don't care. It's too much losses with it. And whether you buy it or you buy a cash truck, you buy a new truck, it's just losses. I don't want those. I don't want those. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't deal with it. I done been at the shop and gave them $7,000 and go out there 2 minutes later, my truck broke down again. You don't hear those conversations. You don't. You don't hear the conversation say, hey man, if you buy that truck, you need to have 20 bands put up. If you put up 20 bands as a company driver, keep putting it up. I'm telling you, because you get out here and buy the wrong truck, that 20 bands will turn into negative 10 or 15. Let me back it square. Like I said, for me, the best time and the most money I stacked was as a company driver. Consistency with no losses. Can't nothing beat that. Consistency with no losses. It's your boy Party from Mount Hard, man. I know y'all ain't gonna agree. I really don't care. Safety.